And we are live.
Hello everybody.
Hello. Oh, it's a bit far back.
Yeah.
Hang on, we're just getting to get everything. This is the decent part of every live video. Right, well, I think if we sit back, we're going to be just talking heads, are we?
It's not come up.
Does it not come up?
No.
Okay, well, Rick will refresh it. Okay, well, give me 1 minute. I'm still going to sort out.
I found it.
Oh, she's found it. Right, okay.
We're on.
Mrs. C is our secretary over there. She's going to let
Mrs.
us
C.
know. Right, so you join us. Right, so there's comments already. I can't read. Who's with us?
Chris Frampton.
Chris Frampton. Hello,
Chris.
Mr. DJ Clam. So we're here this evening, myself and my good friend ChudleighTraveller. Cashing wife, cashing husband. We're here to discuss 2018.
Yep. What we've done.
Evening, Mrs.
Evening.
Miss Friendly Carrot.
Sounds like you're in the loo.
Sounds like we're in the loo.
Yeah.
Not
Miss
together.
Echoey. Sorry, it's because of we've turned the telly off so you can hear us.
Hello, Mrs.
That's Janie. Hello, Janie.
Janie.
Just having a quick cup of tea, just to wet me whistle.
Miranda Ella Echoey. Yeah, just some pictures there.
Right, well, tonight we have some topics we'd like to discuss with you all. We're going to be talking about the year we've had in geocaching. Personally,
Quite an extraordinary one.
quite an extraordinary one. Both personally and more globally, things that have affected the geocaching community at large.
Yeah.
Kate there, hello, Susan.
Hello, Kate.
Hi Kate.
Rose Kate, of course. Now, where should we begin, Roy?
Isaac, hello.
Hello, Isaac.
Virtual rewards.
Should we start with the virtual rewards?
Yeah.
Okay. Virtual rewards. Do you want to? I'll let you do a bit of talking. Explain the virtual rewards for anybody who may not know.
Well, the virtual rewards were given out to, well, 4,000 virtual rewards were given out in 2017 now.
Correct, yeah.
August. And there were 12 months for the caches to be published. And there's been quite a few out in the southwest. I think we've been quite lucky down here.
Indeed, yeah, we've had several.
And there have been some excellent rewards.
Well, have we been quite lucky? That's one of the discussions. There certainly have been some good ones,
There has been.
but obviously, with every good cache, there's
There's also some poor caches.
some poor caches, some stinkers. So yeah, so generally,
Generally, percentage-wise, of the new rewards that I've done, 60% I would say have probably been excellent.
it's good.
Probably 25% have been average.
And
The rest have been
15% that leaves. Well, I've got some
could have been a
stats.
lot better.
Got some stats here for you. I did the So I found 16 of the virtual rewards, the new ones. You found 20. I said that 8 were good to outstanding. You found that 12 were.
Yeah.
So that's both. That's 50% of mine and a good 2/3 of yours, nearly. We both said that 5 were poor, so I'm imagining it's probably the same 5.
ones.
And 3 were average. So
And we're furious with hi boys.
hello, Lisa.
Hi Lisa.
Oh yeah, it is good, isn't it? I don't know.
If you're wondering what the voice is, Mrs. C's our secretary who's just tuned in.
She's in charge.
So yeah, so you found 20, I found 16. Both thought 3 were average, both thought 5 were bad, and the rest were all good. So that means the majority.
Majority are good.
So that means that they were a success.
Obviously,
So have you what caches have you done? Virtual rewards, and what did you think of them? There were a few that I thought were put out for the sake of being put out. I think myself a good virtual reward is a virtual in a place where you can't have a physical cache. It brings you somewhere for a reason. So, for example, we found one, didn't we? It was a shipwreck.
Yeah.
Obviously, you couldn't have a physical container there because it just wouldn't stay there.
No.
The sea would wash it away. So that one was a good one. So yeah, those sort of ones, I think, where it brings you somewhere.
I think I've done 2, both were great.
Oh, good. So you got 100%. That's a 100% hit rate,
which is good. Keep doing the virtuals.
keep doing the virtuals. Well, we do enjoy the virtuals, don't we? Virtuals are one of my. In contrast, I don't like the earth caches so much. Now. Oh yeah, well, I do struggle with. I do struggle. I have DNF'd an earth cache.
Yeah, a bit of a story there, isn't it, Dan?
I DNF'd an earth cache. I got to ground zero and I couldn't find the feature that was required.
And the feature was definitely there.
The feature was definitely there, but it was hidden. Somebody's written.
Most of the new ones I've done have been good, but I've been picky.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
Fair
That's a
enough.
good idea. Yeah, so I think the virtual rewards. What do you think about the limited release, the 4,000? What do you think about that? Because obviously,
I mean, stats have shown that I don't think it was even 3,000
no,
got published in the end.
over 2,500. I think it's about 2,600,
Yeah.
possibly.
Most
So-
of them have to hits, but most have been good, apart from a couple in extra.
Yeah, some of the exit ones were.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like the one down by the cemetery. That was a nice one.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
positive.
That was a good one. But you know, some of them I think were rushed. I think people were rushing to get them out, make sure they had them out
Without losing them.
without losing them, etc.
Several came out in the last couple of days, really.
Yeah,
With the,
yeah. I know some people did
limited
put some
edition.
time and effort into them, and other people I think just went, "Oh, sugar, I've forgotten.
time's running out.
Time's running out." But I think if they wanted to release 4,000 and they genuinely wanted 4,000 out there, rather than using an algorithm, I think maybe they could have made them by submission. So you say, I've got a brilliant place for virtual, please consider it. And rather than saying, well, these people place good caches and these people maintain their caches, blah, 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 you apply for a virtual, they look at it, they go, where does he want it, or she? Where do they want it? Is it somewhere that someone will enjoy visiting? First of all, yeah, tick, okay. Is it somewhere that you couldn't really put a physical container? Tick. And then after that, then look at, right, so what's their history of maintaining and how many have they found? And because I know the algorithm, it was flawed. Even Brian Roth did say that he did, there was some there's some cache hiders in his area, his local area in America, where he was amazed that they didn't get rewarded with a virtual because he's personally done their caches and thought they were brilliant, all of them. So the algorithm did have flaws, whereas if people applied for them, first of all the ones that went to dead accounts, that wouldn't have happened because nobody with a dead account would be applying for them. Some people got them and didn't want them. Oh, I don't really want this, I don't want to do it, I'm just going to let it run out. That wouldn't have happened either because it would have been, here, I want this virtual. So I think that's probably a good way they could have gone about it. But
Rick Foster says evening.
evening, Richard.
Evening, Rich.
So yeah, so I think that's what I think about it.
On a positive note, we've got more virtuals.
Yeah.
We don't want too many, I don't think. This is quite a rare icon, and it's
True.
probably quite nice to keep it rare.
Yeah. Well, I've only found 30 virtuals, and obviously 14 of them were pre-existing virtuals. 16 being the new ones, so that shows you I've doubled my virtuals as a result of this. So that can only be a good thing.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't want to flood too many virtuals. You know, if there's 10 virtuals in every town or city, then they do become less special, don't they? So.
Yeah.
Hey, parents, hi guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. While we're talking about general things, then shall we move on to the souvenirs of the year?
That's an interesting one.
This could be quite divisive. Personally, this year I've got 35 souvenirs, which I'm not sure how many I had before the year, but that's certainly the most I've ever had in a year.
I've almost doubled the amount of souvenirs this year.
I'd say that's probably similar with me. I know that most people think they're a bit too simple to attain. That's my personal feelings on it. This latest one you have to get 80 points. I think think I worked it out that if you just get geocaches, you just need to find 16 in a month.
Yeah.
I think that's too easy. So my, how would you make it better? Have you got an idea how you'd make it better?
I don't know. I certainly think there's a possibility that caching's on the decline of new people
Yeah.
signing up. Well, not necessarily new people signing up, but new people continuing to cache. So these little incentives for trying to get these new caches to continue to cache rather than signing up and finding a dozen or so caches.
Right. So you think people are joining up, finding a few, and then
That's what I can see. Certainly in our area.
yeah.
There certainly doesn't appear to be any. Occasionally you get a new cache come through and they're finding 300, 400, 500 caches, and
Yeah.
but
A lot of the time it's. I think
quite
what they do.
unusual.
I think what they do is they get all the caches within walking distance.
yeah,
And then they go, well, that's it. There's no more near us, and they pack it in, which is, possible. It could be something that they're doing. I think what I'd like to see is,
which again potentially could lead on to the quality of the caches they're doing.
that's true.
If they're finding
if they're finding
new caches and they're finding 20 or 30
film pots,
behind the sign,
yeah, they're
maybe
probably not gonna. This is.
it's not for them.
I know when we first started, there was a lot of caches in the area with swag in them. And that's what got the kids interested. Swapping.
And unusual ones.
And there was unusual.
Yeah.
The bulk.
Yeah, bulbs
Yeah.
and snails and goodness knows what else. But I think I'd like to see with the souvenirs. I'd like to see tiers. So, for example,
You
this
don't
one.
want to see me in tears, honey.
I don't see any tiers, darling. No. No, but I'd like to see. So this next one, you get 80 points. What about you get 80 points? You're in. You get your souvenir. But then if you get 160 points, you get a bronze. 320 points, you get a silver.
Of the same souvenir.
Of the same souvenir, and then maybe 500 points, and there you go. It's a gold, or even platinum, or
But we haven't found the challenge ones very challenging this year.
no.
No.
I agree.
Lisa's put GC.com want to make money, and these souvenirs are designed purely as an incentive, aimed at new caches, and in turn are simple to achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they should be. If they were tiers, then it'd still. You'd still have that, but
You still own your souvenir.
But there'd be more of an incentive, because I think it's supposed to be an incentive to get people out cashing more, and I don't think they do really. I mean, the first souvenir, beg your pardon, the first souvenir, I believe most people did it just by dropping trackables in and out of
Caches.
maybe from home. So
Chris, I'm not a huge trackable fan, but nearly a trackable lover.
yeah,
They could have. I need to get my cup of tea then. They could have at least made it where you had to discover or move on a trackable or two.
yeah.
Kelly's put the souvenirs are supposed to encourage people to cache more or new caches, like the idea of different levels.
Yeah, I think that would be the way to go.
Yeah, I think so.
Because then everyone's happy then, aren't they? Because if they just want to get everyone, at the start of the year you've got, say you start the year with no souvenirs. Well, it doesn't matter if you've got gold on all the souvenirs or silver or whatever. You'd still all have the same number of souvenirs. It'd just be based on the amount of work you're willing to put in. So you'd be rewarded for getting more caches, for doing more variety of caches.
Mr. CH, it was nice to pick up a new country, one through England.
Yeah, they did. They did go travelling, didn't they?
I agree, Dan. There should be an incentive for both new caches and those of us who want something to keep us interested or focused. And James, I'm a trackable lover and I've not touched one for ages.
No. Well, I joked recently. I got caching. What was the first one? Adrenaline Junkie. I got Adrenaline Junkie by caching and dashing. I think they were all terrain 1.5, difficulty 1.5. They were all within 200 feet of the car. There's no adrenaline. I didn't even break a sweat. Now, if you're going to call it Adrenaline Junkie, make it only for caches above a terrain 3.
Yeah.
At least then there is adrenaline.
Yeah, I agree.
Caching connoisseur. Alright, caches with higher favourite points got you more than.
So you go quicker.
But I got, I completed it by getting, I only got two of the caches I got had more than 10 favourite points. The rest of them were just your basic caches, so not really caching connoisseur. Then it was Social Butterfly. I went out and did a long walk out on the Granite Way. I didn't see another soul all day, and I got my souvenir. And then this one is Trackable Lover. Got this one on the first day it came out by accident. I didn't realise it had started.
No, same here.
Went out and did it. Did we go out together? Do a trail maybe?
Don't think we did that time.
Went out and did a trail, and then I was told I got it, and
Okay, but that says it all.
yeah.
Mm.
And I understood one of mine was mainly mostly service station caches.
Yeah. So I think there should be some way of, you know, so for example, the Adrenaline Junkie only caches above the difficulty 3 count, and that way you can't say you've been an Adrenaline Junkie when you haven't. You know, it's, or just don't call it that. It just
Yeah, I
seems
think
pointless
it's more
to
the titling of it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Really.
They don't seem to. Doesn't seem to fit with
what they're asking you to do. No.
So I was a bit disappointed with the souvenirs. I did like the Planetary Pursuit and the Hidden Creatures, but I think both in one year just sort of it was overkill. Far too many souvenirs.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that Groundspeak are trying
new things.
They're pushing things,
Which
you know.
is positive.
Talking about, it's a nice little segue into a new thing that was introduced: AR caches.
Mm.
Now, these have been very divisive. Now, the reason I believe these have been divisive is because in our area, particularly, the majority of caches are old school caches, and they're used to, you know, a lot of people still cache with their notebooks and what have you, and I've got no problem with that. That's how I
Paper caching.
That's how I started. That's how we started. But obviously things move on, and I think AR caches are a new way of hiding coordinates. You know, it's my personal view. It can only be a good thing because there's only so many times you can find. I mean, I love finding an ammo can, but there's only so many times you can find an ammo can and it still be the same excitement. You know, AR caches are a new
experience.
Exactly. It's a totally. I mean, with the success of Pokemon Go, it seemed only sensible that they would try and capitalise on that and bring it into geocaching. I don't feel fully qualified to comment on them because I've only done one, and the one we've both done the same one
Together.
and it's Lisa's, which she's in the chat room. So we both thoroughly enjoyed that.
It was a very good AR cache.
There were a few technical problems with it
on my side.
On your side, but then you know. So
it's not a fruity based device.
No, you need a fruity based device. No, but
Dave Johnson just commented Dave.gay.
Dave Johnson, he's in the house.
Hi Dave.
Right, Dave.
Thanks guys.
So I really enjoyed it, especially when you get to the end, don't give anything away, but
it's the best AR cache we've done.
Yeah.
I'll go as far as saying that.
But then it's the worst AR cache we've done as well. It's the only AR cache we've done. But no.
Dave, do you think the quality of caches hidden has changed? Ah!
Oh, Sam's just had a Christmas decoration fall on her head, if you wonder what it was.
That's probably quite an interesting question. Because
it's a very good question, actually.
Over the last 12 months, it's over 12 months ago, we discovered a particular challenge cache.
Yes, we did.
Called Up the 13 Steps.
13 Steps.
Now, this, I think, we've both discussed it.
I'll agree.
Has changed the way we cache.
Totally.
So, whether caches have improved over the last 14, 15 months, certainly this year, for us, caching has improved.
Well, we've certainly become sort of more picky with the caches we go for.
Yeah.
On the whole, there are days when we go for just a group of caches, but if we're planning a day, we'll normally plan a good variety of DTs, a good variety of sizes, a good variety of ages.
Icons.
You know, we don't just we're going to go and hit this area and just do these caches. We'll cherry pick now because we think you're not going to go out and get 50 every day, every time you go out. So you might as well get the caches you really want to get. And that was what you said. That was all because of
a particular challenge cache.
When we did the Up to 13 Steps, we
Charlie Brown lives.
Hello, that must be Lizzie.
Hello.
LEC Leslie, isn't it? Yeah, so that's changed that. I've got a GC code for that one actually. If I give you the GC code for up to 13 steps, if you're not familiar, it's definitely worth having a look at. It's GC 4 R for Romeo, 8 Z for Zulu, T for Tango.
And then Candy Branders commented that it is Ed Don.
Hi Ed.
Ed Don.
Yeah. What's up,
Oh,
Ed?
hello
In
Ed.
disguise.
That's a strange cash-in name for Ed Don, but okay.
Okay.
Obviously, we know what you get up to at the weekends on Ed. Catfishing on the internet. No, yeah. So since we started doing the up to 13 steps, we then had to cherry pick for that because we needed certain
certain caches in certain areas
yeah, we
in
needed
order to
certain
qualify.
yeah, we needed certain criteria for.
He said former pet.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
right,
format,
okay.
That makes sense. Yeah, so that's really from when we started working towards the up to 13 steps challenge. That's when our caching improved, I'd say. Well, I think it's
Hugely.
we're certainly enjoying it more now than we ever have, and I think that's one of the things. Looping it back to Kay's question, the quality of caches on the whole probably has gone down, but we haven't noticed so much because we've been
Cherry picking.
So we're making sure that the caches we go for are, we know what we're going to get. We know it's going to be an ammo can, or we know it's going to be an old cache, or resus, or
Or reasonable walk for
Reasonable
one
walk.
cache.
we're always trying to make it.
Quite like large multis.
Yeah, multis. That's one of the. I'm 3 multis shy of 500, which they're my favourite type multi caches. So I started the year. I think I had 100 and something, and I've done 300, about 350 multi caches this year. And that's cherry picking. Because, you're not going to get 100.
Multis in there.
Look at that.
Oh, hi
The
there.
secretaries over there was, bring us a Haribo. Oh, yeah. Not sponsored, not sponsored.
Thank you.
Who's that talking?
Lisa put you.
Me? Right,
That's why you.
bit rude to eat the sweets when I'm about to talk, but... Right, what else?
Lisa, you've done more multis in a year than I've done at all.
Oh, really? But I love them, that's why.
I don't know, I like cash and dashes.
Yeah, well, that's why you're not a
We'll
caster.
have to get you out, Lisa, do some more multis.
Right, so let's talk about our personal goals this year. Did everybody else set personal goals for 2018? Has everybody else completed them? Are you close to completing them?
Grace is that I'm so close to Scotland first. Too scared to go by myself though.
Oh, you've got to go for that.
Gotta
do
go,
that.
Chris.
Just do it. Just go for it, no question. Right. So our personal goals and achievements. What were your goals for the year?
I had several. 2018 caches in 2018. Quite a difficult task for me.
Ditto.
But completed it.
Completed it, done it.
Um,
You might want to remember that. I might come in handy later as a little bit of
Very handy.
a clue for
we had
a
a giveaway. Another one was to find 600 puzzle caches, or my 600, not 600 this year.
No, but to get to
And
number
that's-
600.
That's completed.
Done that one. 2
To
ticks on the list.
find my 500 multi, that's done.
Did. Tick. That's another tick.
Find my 100th letterbox,
Tick.
which
You
I
did
smashed
that.
that.
Did that at Geolympics, didn't you? Was that your
Yes,
100th
the
one, mate? Yeah.
Olympics.
That was the only
Um,
mega we attended this year, Geolympics.
And to find my 5,000th cache, which that's the only goal.
Pending.
I'm close. 55 away.
Rich Foster's personal goal completed my Jasmine grid. Happy with that.
That's
some
a brilliant.
achievement.
That is a brilliant achievement. Yeah, I can only dream of that.
So,
And enjoyed watching your travels.
Was our goal was 1,000 in a year, which we met in October.
Oh, brilliant!
smashed
Well
it.
done.
Well done.
Yeah, it's nice that everyone's hitting their goals.
And we have noticed you've been chasing those FTFs as well.
Yes. Yes.
Doesn't go unnoticed.
Hasn't gone unnoticed. Competition. No, I don't know more how though, thank you.
No, thank you.
Maybe after.
You won't be on that
Um,
after.
I had some goals. My goals were also the 2018 and 2018, which I completed. I believe I completed that on the last day of October. I think that's right. I think I completed it on Halloween. I did complete it, so that's good. That's a tick. Also, the code breaker caches. There were 5 of them. I want to complete them, which I did. There was a 1-1, a 2-2, a 3-3, a 4-4, and a 5-5. Completed them. Up the 13 steps challenge cache was my main goal for the year, which we completed, and had great fun doing so. Going up to get in the cache and had an event at a big burger van overlooking Portsmouth. That was good fun. With a lot of the other LEC came to meet us, didn't they? That was good fun. And then those were my 3 goals. And then once I completed those 3, I then decided I want to get 500 multis, which I'm 3 away from. I'd also like to hit as many caches this year as I've done in all the previous years combined, which I'm 85 shy of. So if I get 85 caches by the end of the year, then I'll have done as many caches this year as I had 2014, 2015, 2016 and 2017 all combined. So that'll be good. Yeah.
It's just that I have almost completed them all. Only one I will certainly fail is 2018 in 2018.
Gets harder next year.
Yeah. One
I need
extra.
to get out more with you two then, don't I?
Yeah. Come and join us.
Come and join us.
We'll get you there. How many away are you, Elise? Is it like just a couple of hundred? Might be able to.
She's gonna laugh and say.
If it's just a couple of
Probably
hundred.
more than a couple of hundred then.
She's found 18.
18
I'm
caches.
joking.
No.
I'm joking.
I found more than 18 of her this year.
I'm joking. 300-ish.
Oh,
Dude, come on.
Get your car, start now, fine.
Have you done the Dorset drive-by series? There's 120. I think she did a drive-by series, but the Dorset drive-by.
don't think she'd want to do another one.
No.
I've kept my STF streak going, but that's about it. Certainly not 2018 in a year. 876 so far. Cherry picking at its finest.
Yeah, but I don't blame you. I don't think I'll be able to do it again. Quite some money in a year.
I don't think I would.
There was definitely a lot of effort in.
I don't think I'd want to. With how we're cherry picking, we have had
to have some days where we've had to go. Yeah.
Just
we had
numbers.
We had a day in April where we got 100. I think we got 126 that day.
Yeah.
And that was
qualified
just to qualify for some challenge caches. That was, although it was good because we had, the company was good, the 2 of us. It was quite a wearing way of cashing. It was.
I wouldn't.
Amanda said, if you go on Dorset Drive by, can I come please?
Completed it.
Done it, I'm afraid. But Lisa might go with you.
Okay, for any goals for next year, what's left?
Yeah, that's.
And Lisa
Good
put,
question.
hey, I did 277 in a day. I could always repeat that.
That's good going.
With a sticky out from the emoji.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to.
I wouldn't want to.
I'm not a big. I'll be honest. I'll put my hand up now. My least favourite part of geocaching is logging. To be honest, I don't like the admin side. I like outdoorsy, and I don't like the admin. And for me, there's a lot more admin than there is from some other people, because people that come with me know I take a photo of every cache. I then upload that photo, caption it, put all the details on there, so I've always got a record of everything I've done. So for one cache, I have basically 4 places to record the information. So when I go out and do 277 caches, that's over 1,000 bits of admin. So I wouldn't want to do 277, but fair play for doing it, because that is some achievement, but it's not.
Ed put drive-by yawn.
Yeah, I agree.
In case put not the same one. And left it in there.
Yeah.
Goals for next year?
Goals for next year? Well,
I've really only got one goal at the minute.
I think mine's going to be the same as yours.
For next year, I don't think it will be.
Oh, don't you?
No. I'm not completing down in the 40s.
No. I'd like to do that. Right, I'll say this now.
That's an interesting subject, but my goal for next year currently is to find every letterbox in Devon.
Ooh. Didn't know that. That's interesting.
And I'm not actually that far away.
Oh, even more interesting. Right.
Please to put admin in 277 more than it's now.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
The admin. TFTC. That would be me, I'm afraid. Or I would just log
Copy
one.
paste.
It would have to be copy paste,
You
wouldn't
have to.
You're not
James
gonna
put my
remember.
personal challenge is to set a puzzle cache that's actually hard.
it? Jane for that. Well then,
I'm
Jane,
looking forward to that.
I'm up for the challenge. Put it somewhere around X. Oh, that'd be lovely. And
Kay put how many are there, Roy? Meaning the letterbox.
yeah, how many levels are
And
there?
Ed put every letterbox.
He doesn't know, he
together
wasn't
and
prepared.
his choice.
I know that I'm probably 20 letterboxes, 25 letterboxes away from finding them all in Devon.
Right, so let me work this out then.
Oh my God.
I know you did 60 away from Devon. Is that about right?
40.
Yeah, but I think.
Oh, yeah,
There's
with
some in
Jill
Surrey
and
and
Pex,
some-
yeah.
So I reckon that you've done about 60 of the. So you've done 100 and something.
Mm.
Take away 60 of them, 40 something, and you reckon there's 20 odd left. So I reckon there's about. I'm
I-
going to go ballpark 75 letterboxes in
There
Devon.
probably is roughly, maybe 100,
Roughly 100.
possibly.
Basically, yeah, geocache with a stamp in it.
Okay.
A lot of the times there's a different way to find it. Sometimes it's a multi, sometimes it's compass skills, different ways of finding them. I'm explaining. We've got a cacher since the year 2014 who's not quite sure.
Oh, alright.
More of a muzzle than a
I was kind of
cacher.
hoping someone on here would ask that question.
It's 9:30. Should we do this?
Should we do a giveaway?
Ooh.
Who's
I
up
don't know
for
if you can see
How
this
many are watching,
complete.
Sam?
I don't know, where is it? Oh, 17.
17 watching.
Ooh.
So there's 17 people. You will have a chance. This will be this geo coin. It's a geo coin. It's donated by this man,
In the shape of a multi-icon.
which is my favourite.
Rich Foster, giveaway.
So
One for you, Rich.
the giveaway. One of you people watching now is going to win this because
Is that what that's for?
that's what that's
Right,
for.
okay.
So this is a question which you cannot Google. You cannot. There's no way you can find this answer. This is a guess. Now, as I say, I keep a record of everything.
Just don't all comment at once.
So I know the answer very roughly. I know it to within 5, I would say. So if you can get to it within 20, if you're the first person to get the right number within 20, straight away, the first person to get the answer within 20 will win the coin. If nobody gets within 20, after 10 minutes, whoever is the closest after 10 minutes, one guess each, you will win the coin. So here comes the question. Now, you can probably find out how many caches we've done this year, but you know we've done over 2018 because we both said we've hit the 2018. That was what the hint was about earlier. Now, we don't always go out caching together, but we've both done over 2018 this year. Now the question for you is, how many of those caches have we found together
In 2018.
in 2018?
Just this year.
Just this year. Since January the 1st, 2018, till today, how many
And
geocaches
one guess each.
have we found together? Now I know the number within 5, but I want you to get it within 20. Now, the first person who gets it within 20 will get the coin. Otherwise, whoever's closest, even if you're 1,000 away, but you're the closest, you will win the coin. So it's worth having a guess, throwing in any guess. Right, so we'll leave that going for a minute. Mrs. C, you update us as we go along, and we'll continue. So keep pressing and guessing. Right, we were talking about our goals for this coming year, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to do the letterboxes? I like that. I like
Yeah.
to think I can help you with that.
Yep, at present that's my only goal, I think.
Is it? Well, I'm going to say a goal now, which you'll go, oh, yes, me too. So first one, Roy did allude to it earlier. This is not the one. I'm sure you will come with me and help you find something, but this is not the one I think you'll be so keen on. I'd like to try and find every multi in Devon. Now, I don't think it's going to happen within 12 months, but I certainly think I'll make a big dent in it within 12 months.
An awful lot of multis in North Devon.
That's an awful lot of multis.
Loserland.
Who did that?
Gordy Hall.
So that's Gordon from Lugor then, must be. Hello.
Hello.
If it's Gordy and it's Lugor land, it must be. Oh, while you're on here, Lugor, I'd like to say a thank you to you for repairing. I never sent you a message. I was meant to send you a message. I forgot to send you a message, and then I thought it's too late to send you a message. So I'm glad you're watching. Thank you very much for repairing. Was it the big tree?
The big tree.
The big tree.
And for repairing the cache.
And for repairing the cache. Yeah, not the tree. For repairing the cache, because I was heavy-handed with it. Because these hands, I'm like, it was Hulk smash. Oh, somebody close. Don't say who then, because otherwise it'll give it away for everyone else. Right, are they within 20?
Yeah.
If they're within 20, they win.
Winner.
Is it?
Who was it? We've got a winner.
Drum roll.
Drum roll is Rich Foster.
Oh,
Well done,
Rich,
Rich.
you've won it. Well done. What was his guess?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Very good.
Very close.
It was actually 1, 2, 4, 5. So that's a very good guess, Rich. So that guess has got you this Geo coin.
No, and then shortly after, K was 1, 2, 5, 0.
Oh, Kay was closer, but
Close.
unfortunately, it was
Rich who came through first.
Rich came through first. And although you were closer, Kay, he was within the ballpark. It was the fairest way we could think of doing it. I didn't expect anybody to get it bang on, but
No.
that's two very close guesses. So very well done, everybody. I did not think that would be.
He also commented really fast.
That's really well done. So well done, Rich. You've won the coin.
We'll get that sent over to you.
We'll get that to you.
Ah!
Right, and I'll go back
Oh,
to.
no.
Oh my God.
Don't mind me.
Next topic.
No, same topic because
You're not
as
finished.
well as the multis, I would also like. And this is what Roy is going to go. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that, and I want that too.
Foster's asked for a photo.
What of the?
I guess it just says photo.
We're not doing nudes tonight, Rich.
Yeah, well. Sam's joking.
Sam's choked on the Haribo.
My other goal,
Oh, Dan.
a photo of me.
Yeah.
Signed photo.
A signed photo. I'll get you. You can have a signed photo as well, Rich. All right. We'll have to sort that out somehow. Sam will have to print a photo off.
What view does he want?
He probably wants my profile picture.
What, the front
Signed.
view, or does he want the back view?
We didn't get a front view. Let's be honest. You can.
You know the arse one.
Yeah. See. Get that one. I'll sign it for him. Right. My other goal. I'm going right off topic now. Is I'd like to complete my DT grid.
He does not want
Oh,
the
yes.
front view.
I'm
Yeah.
5 away from my DT grid.
Yeah.
Certainly within reach,
Yeah, we'll do that.
and that would be one of your goals as well, I
Yeah.
imagine. Because you're only 4,
Forgot
aren't you?
about that, yeah.
So yeah,
Very good.
so those are the goals. What other goals? I've quite enjoyed this year. Something I've enjoyed, which is a bit, it's not naughty. It's probably a little bit. I've enjoyed finding caches without coordinates. I
That's
can't.
an interesting topic.
I can't help myself. Multis and puzzles. This year I've found 27 caches without the coordinates just by looking at general area, cache saturation, hints,
Previous logs.
previous logs. There are some people in the chat room whose caches I found without coordinates this year. We both went and found one without coordinates this week, sometime in the week. It was Thursday.
Yeah.
On Thursday we found
Yeah.
one without coordinates, just using a little bit of guesswork. I knew where there was a structure, went to that structure, it turned out not to be right, but from that structure we noticed something
Saw something else.
which led us. So we managed to find, which would have been a tricky cache.
It would have been. It was a micro as well.
Roy, you'll need to go to Lundy to get all the LBs in Devon.
Yeah.
Yes. I've cleared. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that one actually, Ed. I've cleared Lundy as well, apart from
Apart from that, the new one. It's like the new one. Is there a virtual over there as well?
the old virtuals.
The old virtual.
Yeah.
I've
Good
not
point,
been.
Ed.
I've never
I'll have to look at that. I think that's quite a big offset multi as well.
I've never been to London, so
Extreme, I
so-
suppose.
Yes, I need to see it, but I think most people found the Star Cross one without them.
yeah. Well, that that was fair enough. Yeah, yeah.
And Lisa's put, yes, you pair of gits. I'm just reading what it says.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey, you found one the other week, or last week, without coordinates.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, I can tell you this. And it was a zombie cache, no less.
Oh, it was.
And we've actually found a couple of zombie caches this year as well.
Yeah.
It's all been good fun.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
all
I
been fun.
put, you'll need more than one day to do the Lundy Extreme one.
Yes, an overnighter on Monday, I think. Having said that, I'm probably 30% through that cache from doing the previous multis over there.
Right.
Lisa's put angel emoji.
So I'm going to need to go to Lundy to get all the multis as well. If there's multis on Lundy.
There is, yes.
Okay, so next
They
year we'll be
begin-
going to Lundy.
They begin on Monday.
They begin on Lundy.
Finish,
Okay.
finish on mainland.
Yeah, there's no physical containers on Lundy, is there?
No. Not any,
So even so the letterbox that starts on Lundy must be on the mainland as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Where's Lundy?
So
little island, not far from where it's off Plymouth, would you say?
unless we try and find it without coordinates.
Wow.
I'll put tea in the slow cooker that day.
I would.
Yeah.
North Devon's quite big.
We even funny little story. We noticed a slight slip of information. Somebody slipped a little bit of information. So we went looking for a unpublished cache in the dark, and we were within 3 feet of it probably.
Yeah.
But we just didn't think that the CO would have
Hit it in that particular
style. It was a bit more extreme than what we were expecting, but we did, when there was a cache there in the area which was archived, instead of saying it's been archived, the archive note said, I have replaced this one.
Yeah.
So we thought, aha, that means there's going to be a new one down here if it's just been replaced. And then it was put on Facebook that there were some new caches coming out.
So we went that evening.
We went that evening in the dark by torchlight searching for
An unpublished
cache, and we got within 3 feet of it.
But we didn't find it.
We didn't find it, so
We failed on that.
it doesn't always work.
Mr. and Mr. CH, but there was the one.
Yes, it was. There was one, yeah.
Extreme.
Extreme. We didn't
We
cross.
went extreme, you know.
No, we went to the barrier. We didn't go beyond the barrier. But we were convinced it has to be here. This is the area. We had a feeling about that area, didn't we? And we were 3 feet.
We were close.
Gordy Hobb has put, we would like to invite you over the border into Cornwall and see what you think of what we have put out for all our caches.
We've
Oh.
actually spoke about this
We have.
on 2 or 3 occasions.
We'll be coming soon. We'll be coming soon.
We're coming soon.
6159.
We will be coming, and we'll be Lugor. We'll have a Lugor day,
A
shall we?
Lugal day.
And we'll do a bit of vlogging as well.
Yeah.
Vlogging more.
I'll put tea in the slow cooker.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll pick up tea that day. Maybe we might. Depends how deep into Cornwall we go.
Okay.
But no, any more questions? I'll have a look through what we've got here.
And then they put, we are making new ones now.
Oh, very nice. So it sounds like.
So for others in the local area that's in the chat room, look out for those first to find opportunities.
yes. And if you don't look out for them, we might.
We will be.
We've still got to pay HP on the helicopter. We've made 2 more payments. The helicopter's ours to fly, and then watch out. Then FTF, our area will be
God.
Europe.
Rounding up.
Well, Europe. What's left of Europe? Well, we're not getting into that discussion right now, but
Okay, but don't forget ours if you are in Cornwall.
yes, I definitely want to come down to do the breakwater virtual. I've been down to Bude so many times.
We
I've got friends in Bude. I love Bude.
could be going to Cornwall twice next year.
Oh yeah.
Katie's got made that
Yes, we've got major comps in Cornwall, possibly twice. So that'll be coming with us.
Opportunity.
You can get some caches.
Yeah, we're going to a caravan for the weekend. Lucy can go off and cash, and me and Katie will go shop.
Right, one thing I do want to mention before we go.
Isaac put FTF available on my Ask Cash published this evening.
Yes, I
Yes,
saw
we
that.
saw that.
Down the Dawlish way. It was a bit too late, a bit too dark to go out, but I'm going the wrong way tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going the wrong way.
Look out, if there's any caches published in Newton Abbot tomorrow, look out, because I'm down that way. But,
Are you dropping me off at Asda?
yes. But, well, I've done most of the caches down in Newton Abbot, so I'll be coming to Asda with you if there's no more. If you want to publish any,
Please
in
do,
Newton Abbot, please do. I wanted to talk about Nemesis caches.
Okay.
Pardon me. Not long had tea before we came on. I've still got a bit of wind, sorry. Nemesis caches, that's something.
Caches you can't find or have found or
Caches that...
DNFs on.
Caches you repeatedly cannot find. That's a Nemesis cache. A cache that you go there, you DNF it, you convince yourself it's not there. We've all done it. I know it sounds arrogant saying I'm sure it's not there, but we've all done it. We think we've looked everywhere. There's nowhere else to look. You come home, you put it on watch, found it, nice easy find. So you think, right, okay, you go back out, you have another look, another DNF. Well, I'm sure it can't be here. You go home, you put it on watch, quick, easy find. That's the pure dictionary definition of a Nemesis cache, and I had one of them.
I remember that I've got one of those near Southampton.
Yeah. So my advice is persevere. That's the only thing I can think of. Persevere. Maybe take a fresh set of eyes with you. I took Roy with me to get my Nemesis cache, and I found it anyway.
You did.
I think it was my 4th or 5th visit. It's a night cache. Now, I did it the first 2 times I did it at night. As we know with night caches, reflectors and things can become, just, you know, they get moved or they get broken, or so I got to the general area. I had a look. I was fairly sure I was in the right area. Looked and looked, came home, spoke to the CO. The CO confirmed I was in the right area. So went back at night to have another look because the final was reflective. No good. So then I went back a further 2 times in the daytime, knowing where to look, and couldn't find it. And then the 5th time I went back, or the 4th time I went back, the 5th time of looking, I took young Mr. Traveller with me, and found it. And that was my Nemesis cache. And I'm not looking to get any more Nemesis caches, because that cache really got on my nerves for a long time. I don't mind saying.
James, I have a Nemesis cache which is in 0 DNS. I have looked about 4 times, spoken to the CEO, ... Can I find it?
Which one, Jane? Which one?
Yeah.
Send us the GC code.
Let us know. We'll see if we can help you. We'll help you live.
Expert James, post the GC code.
Yeah, everyone wants to help you, Jane.
Okay, those that we are near you will be hunting down your screen.
So yeah, so you're.
I've had 2 this year. Firstly, it was a puzzle cache, and some of my friends know of this. It's called Miss Migraine.
I'm going to get the GC code. I've got a GC code. I've actually got the GC code for Anstey's Trove as well. I'll go for Anstey's Trove if you're playing along at home. Anstey's Trove was GC 2 C for Charlie, J for Juliet, 2 P for Papa. That's my Nemesis.
Miss Migraine.
Miss Migraine is GC 1 N for November, 0 R for Romeo 4.
Now I've found it now, but I went there several times, searched and searched and searched, as you do, 30-40 minutes at a time, come away empty-handed, and I had it on watch, and funny enough, somebody's watching us now, Lisa. One day I get a note to say she found it. And it's like, why can't I find it? But I did find it afterwards.
Very good.
Lisa said, Roy's prickly puzzle is my Nemesis at the moment, which I'm sure he will take great pleasure in.
I found that one. Now I'm not going to say I found that without coordinates, but I did. I don't think Roy will mind me saying. He didn't help me with this, by the way. There's no help was given. But at an event, I stumbled across somebody else who had stumbled across a further stage of the puzzle. So that when about 12 months later, I returned, knew where a stage of it was. So I started from there. So I didn't start from the very beginning. So the puzzle I couldn't solve, I didn't solve because I didn't have to, because I knew where to start physically, and then I was able to, from there, go on and get the cash.
I just put Zilch is probably my Nemesis puzzle at the moment. James put, it's an easy peasy one. I'm dying to find it. It's GC2J GTK.
Okay.
Mr. SCH, we have found it, but can't remember anything about it. Lol. Isaac put magnetic nano game, but can't remember where.
Oh, Roy's on it. Let's see if we've. If you can comment the name of it. I
Sorry,
can't.
Sam, what was the GC code?
GC2J.
Yeah.
GC2J.
GTK.
GTK. That rings a bell. GTK.
Colin Masters put solved prickly puzzle, just cannot find the second stage of it.
Log your
Ooh.
DNS. Don't forget to log your DNS.
And Isaac put sidetrack St James Park to save you the trouble of searching.
Oh. Yeah, that one. I think that's moved since I found it. I'm pretty sure.
I remember that one.
I remember that one.
That's one of the ones I
That,
did.
that was the one that when Katie found the lady's phone.
Well, it's an extremely explicit hint.
What's the hint say? Oh my goodness, the hint's about 3 paragraphs long. Well,
it might not be
it
there.
might not be there. If you can't find it, it might not be there.
Mr. CH, it used to be on the platform, but it was moved since.
Yeah, when I found it, it was on the platform. It was at the base of a pole on the platform.
And then James put, the hint is very good, but I literally can't find it, and I really want to find it. Ah!
I bet you do. I know the feeling.
Can be frustrating.
When we found that one,
Katie found the phone, didn't she?
a lady was the train had stopped. People had rushed off the train while we were looking, so we were hiding from them. As we followed them up, after we found it, replaced it, followed up the platform, we saw a lady rummaging in her bag. She then walked off, and then Katie said, "Oh, she's dropped her phone." So we picked up her phone. She was gone. So we went back to the car. We drove around for about half an hour, 45 minutes looking for her. We couldn't find her. Then she rang the phone. We answered. She said, "I think you've got my phone." We said, "Yeah." We explained, "Where do you live?" So she told us where she lived. So we said, "We'll deliver it back to you." We went back, drove all the way there, went through all our time and effort getting it back to her, because you know what it's like when you lose a phone. Katie took it back to the lady. It was Katie that noticed she dropped it, and the lady never even said thank you. So didn't even get a thank you. Bearing in mind, Katie was about 7 or 8 at the time. No, she must have been 8 or 9, because it was early when we started cashing 2014. So she was 8 or 9, but not so much as a thank you. The woman just went, "Oh, I thought I'd lost it. Well, bye then." But, just a thank you. We've gone to a lot of trouble to get this phone back to you, but never mind. Next one goes on eBay.
No, the next one.
Any more questions?
Any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions?
Move on to the subject, shall we?
Another subject. Oh, you had 2 Nemesis caches, you were saying?
Oh, yeah, the second. East Milton, not the bog.
East Milton, not on a bog.
Let me get
James. Post the sidetrack flash mob there.
That's a good
and we will
idea.
help you with the set.
That's a good idea.
East Milton, not in the bog.
Which is GC. I've got to hold it. I've got my glasses. GC6F4. What's it? Foxtrot, not Freddy. I was going to say Freddy. GC6 Foxtrot. H for Hotel 43.
Now, for a long period of time, I think this cache, I think the local caching communities realised the cache wasn't there to be found. But it didn't stop me visiting it to try and find it on numerous occasions.
I'll tell you some stats about it. It was published on April 2016. 8 finds, that's including, when we did find it, it was me, Roy and Lisa that went and found it. So only had 5 finds previous to that. And 38 DNFs. So it's one of them.
Since we found it, it hasn't been found again.
It's had 2
But
DNFs.
it's got some DNFs.
Very tricky cache.
It is
not,
very
not,
tricky.
Not, I mean, Roy and Lisa both visited before, and they said it's tricky. But I got there, and I think we were there for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, we were.
And I said it'd be here.
And it was.
And it was.
But yeah, several times. But we've.
Some people's just like
that one's gone now.
It's gone,
Off,
is it?
no.
Oh yeah, it's
Off my list.
Yeah. Nemesis Avenged.
Yeah.
Tricky cache though, but
It was a tricky
I
cache.
believe it was trickier in the first incarnation.
Possibly.
So yes, that's good stuff. Right, so what other caches? Well, I know what I'd like to talk about actually. I'd like to talk about what were our favourite caches this year. Now I know we've already said that we had a nice variety of caches and many of them were good. Should we talk about some of the highlights of the year?
Yeah, my favourite cache this year was above below minor trainers.
I didn't know the GC code for that one.
purely because it obviously took us underground,
Yes.
but one of the main reasons was very close to the cache was some old track
Yeah.
in the mud and some horses' shoe prints,
Shoe prints, that's right.
which
All
have
preserved.
been
weren't they?
preserved into the mud. So that was
Very.
for the cache to have taken me to an area underground to show me that particular spot.
Yeah.
Like
a real life museum, a piece of history frozen in time. It's just, you know.
Yeah. It really topped it off for me, and certainly my favourite cache.
We were there for an underground cycle, weren't we?
We were.
It was the only difficulty 1 terrain. Difficulty 1 terrain 5 I've got on my DT grid, because it was obviously an event, so it was a D1, but it was terrain 5 because it was underground. It was interesting. Certainly met some interesting characters. One in particular. I won't mention any names, but yeah, I think we did very well at Saito. I think they wanted us to do a bit better, but it was.
Mr. CH put some of the prize ones were outstanding, and who will ever forget you guys doing Flotsam?
Well, that's one we do need to mention. Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yeah.
Lisa's put a DC code, and I'm guessing that's.
That'll be mine, the trains, will it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Read it out then, Sam, so I can.
GC7JE8V.
GC7JE8C.
V8. No?
Read it
7J.
again.
Oh my god.
Read it slowly.
G.
C.
C. 7. J. E.
Juliet. E. For Echo.
8.
8. Well, the number 8.
For
V.
Victor.
For Victor.
Today we're talking about the number 8.
Number 8. No, yeah. So, Flotsam and Jetsam, I think that deserves an honourable mention indeed. That is by far the most difficult cache I've ever done. I think I probably made it harder than most. We did go there at a particularly difficult time because there were people that had done it more than once.
There were several people that have done the cache
They've done
4 or 5 times.
And they said that was the most difficult time they've done it.
Yeah.
Because of weather and tides and things like that. The makeup of the terrain was terrible.
Terrible.
I mean, you stayed on your feet right to the end. Your ankles were the only thing dirty. Within 5 minutes, I had mud from my forehead.
From head to toe, weren't you?
I mean, if you haven't seen the photos, check them out. And there was a video as well.
There's a video on YouTube.
It was, extreme is the word. I'll give you the GC code for that one because a lot of people have posted photos on there.
It's a tough cache. It is tough. It's very unusual.
It's GC 15, J for Juliet, 1D for Delta. And it's very difficult. Now, I knew it was going to be difficult, but I thought I was physically up for it. I wasn't. I wouldn't. The people that have done it before and have gone back there to do it again, I don't know what's wrong with them. They must have got mental issues.
I wouldn't do it again.
I was aching for about a week afterwards. I found muscles that I didn't know existed. I was, for the majority of the time, the mud was above my knees. And I'm quite tall. For example, Mary, Mrs. CH, who's in the chat room, she's shorter than me, so the mud was up to her thighs and beyond. It was, there was a point in it where the only way we could move was to commando crawl on the mud. It was crazy, and we made it all the way, and got to the shipwrecks.
Shipwrecks were interesting.
That's what you need from a cache. It's an absolute, such a reward to get there and see all that and discover and just explore it.
Obviously normally underwater.
Yeah, it's normally submerged. In fact, there's only certain days of the year, 5 or 6 days a year,
when the tide's at its extreme lowest,
that
the shipwrecks become
Roy
available.
kept on going.
Roy just kept on going. Roy didn't stop until we'd been to the shipwreck. We'd been to the shipwrecks. Roy at this point was still only dirty up to his ankles. I don't even know how he did it. He must have got a Jesus complex. He must have been walking on water. But I feel bad for saying it, but I wanted him to fall and get muddy. And he did.
And I did.
And what happened, Roy?
I stood on a spike underneath the mud stand, which went into the flood.
Yeah.
And that
I'm not smiling. I'm sorry. I'm not smiling about it.
and that stopped me in my tracks,
It
and
did.
I went down.
Start calling him Donna because he's like a kebab.
And I was stuck on the spike.
Wiggled his foot on the spike a little bit. Dave Edwards, Mr. the Womble, he said, please don't shake your foot. Why? We're not sure that's an unexploded bomb. Which, I mean, you see him, he's a lovely colour, isn't he? He was white on the day. What?
Yeah, could have my foot on the end of a bomb.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get off it.
No.
Did you find out where it was
But-
in the end?
No, we
No.
never know, but it was reported. The coordinates were taken, it was reported. It certainly wasn't supposed to be there.
No.
And it went a long way down. You couldn't, it wasn't something you could just pull out of the mud. It was attached to something much larger, I would have said.
Anyway, they all managed to get me off safely, bandaged me up, and off I went
And we got home.
to
Good
get the
fun.
cash. It was good fun.
It was good fun.
I'd recommend it,
Yes.
but I wouldn't do it
Do
again.
it, do it once. Do it once. And do it when you're feeling that you're most physically able. Because
Yeah, it's a challenging
it's
cash.
definitely demanding, especially the Indiana Jones
Traverse.
Traverse. That was,
That was something else.
well, that,
Let's put it this way. People were being
yeah.
attached to ropes and pulled
Yeah.
out
That
of the mud and
certainly
sand.
sorted the week from the chap
Yeah.
out there. It's,
Yeah, it did.
I managed to get up the other side by myself, but that took everything I had. That was the hardest bit, for sure.
Yeah.
Right, other good caches this year.
Dartmoor letterboxing virtual.
Of course, that's my favourite cache of the year. I'm going to say it's a virtual placed by a good friend of ours, Paul, who goes by the cache name Hartshorns. Placed in memory of his dad, John, who was Westwards too, who, when we first started caching, me, Sam and the kids, was very good with his advice, very generous with his advice, and really helped us when we were first starting out. It came out at the roughly the time when I was wondering whether I was going to be able to continue geocaching, so I used it as a motivation. I wanted to get to a place where I could do it, because we wanted to do it. If we were going to do it, we wanted to do it in one go. You have to go to the two first ever letterboxes on Dartmoor, which were Ducks Pool and Cranmere Pool. And even with the drive in between, it's about an hour's drive from. We went from south to north, didn't we?
That's
Cranmere.
Cranmere.
So we went from south to north, so we did about an hour's drive in between. But it was still, we clocked it at 14.5 miles walking. So it was a 14.5 mile walk for that one. I mean, we did pick up a few extras on the way, but we did it just for that. And it was my 4,000th cache as well.
I was with John Hartshorn, the first catcher I ever met. Lovely cat.
Oh, that's nice, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a lovely chap, a really nice chap. Unfortunately,
I never met
we
him.
never got to meet him, but
No.
you met his son, and you can imagine he's everything.
Yeah.
They're very similar. But yeah, so that Dartmoor letterbox was a real good achievement, and then we had a little event afterwards to celebrate.
Very good day.
Probably had a few too many beers, but enjoyed it anyway. Some nice food. Couldn't have the rabbit pie. I don't want to start any vegetarian things, but no, because my daughter had recently lost a pet rabbit, and so I didn't want her to see me eating a rabbit pie. But I've got the GC code for the Dartmoor letterbox virtual if you want to look it up, and that is GC 7B for Bravo 7, M for Mike, Y for Yankee. So there's a mama.
Mama.
So obviously P is Papa. So you think M would be Mama. It wasn't. Other caches this year that have been of note, I would say, were some oldies we did. We did
Yes.
3 in particular, 2 on the same journey while we were at the Olympics.
So England's oldest.
England's oldest.
View of Coombe Hill.
View of Coombe Hill, which, if you're playing along at home, is GC 171. You can tell it's old because that's the GC number.
Quite short.
That's
yeah,
it.
GC number.
What can you say about that cache?
Cracking location.
Beautiful views.
Yeah. everything you'd expect of the no cache,
Yeah, it
really.
really was. We had a little team. It was ourselves, Lisa in the chat room, and local reviewer to us, Anush.
Hamish. Yeah.
We had a very good time doing that one. During the same trip, which was when we went up for the Geo Olympics, we also got the oldest puzzle cache in England.
England, yeah. Or it might even be the UK.
It might even be the UK. It's
Yeah, UK's oldest puzzle.
yeah. So it's GC 18B for Bravo, C for Charlie, and it's called Tim's Number 2, the second attempt. And it was not very hard to find because I'm not sure how well it was hidden, but it was handed to me because obviously it was at a mega,
Yeah.
and at the
Just
mega
get passed around.
there were about 20 caches in front of us, and the cache came back. And then
Queue up, take your ticket.
exactly, yeah. We signed it and then passed it to the next person behind us, and so we didn't probably get the full experience, but it was nice to say we found the
Yeah.
oldest puzzle.
Yeah.
So that was good. And also, and I only found out this very recently, as in America, they have a shrine placed, the original stash plaque placed in memory of when Dave Ulmer placed the first geocache. What a lot of people didn't know, and I certainly didn't know, was that there's one in the UK as well. And it's at... Where did I put that one? There we go. If you look up GC29W for whiskey, 7J for Juliet, there's a multi dedicated to a plaque which is just in a park.
What was the cache called? England's?
It's called England's Geocaching Shrine.
Yeah.
And it's just I can't remember exactly where it was. It was on our way to Surrey, so it was at least 80% of the way to Surrey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
yeah, a little plaque in the ground in a park to mark the first cache.
the first cache that was placed. Yeah,
in
England at
England.
least. Yeah.
But did you do the underwater caches on Dartmoor this year?
We did.
We've done them both.
Did
In
them both.
fact, one of them we went first to find.
Yes, we did, didn't we? Yes.
Yeah. Only to realise we've been beaten by
three other people.
three other people
on the same day.
on the same day.
Which was interesting. Because it had gone for about a week with no fines. And then, because it was, I think we went midweek, didn't we? Maybe
We
it was
did.
the weekend. We went midweek.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh, no one's found it at the weekend. And then
Dived in.
got the cash. Not first to
Not
find.
first to find. In fact, we were fourth.
Fourth to find.
Yeah.
And
On that day.
it was the same day, yeah. But they were good caches.
I thoroughly enjoyed both of those caches.
I think we needed something like that in this area.
I
Yeah.
just put, yes, Kate, that's where his arse photo came from, I think.
Yes.
It was.
That was from the...
And it wasn't taken by me.
No. Roy was round the front taking a different photo, but that one... Apparently that one went into his private collection, I don't know what that means. No, yeah, that was actually at Skittles' birthday event. Was it? Birthday event, was it? It was certainly an event. I think it was a birthday event.
Leo Jerry's Adventures, hey down.
Hey Jerry, how you doing?
Hi, Jerry.
All the way from Florida. Yeah, so that photo was taken, it was at the site of the underwater geocache. I had already found the underwater geocache prior to that day, but we went along, it was a Sunday evening, we'd just been out for a roast dinner out in Nan's, so we took the kids along so they could have a bit of a swim up on Dartmoor. They very much enjoyed it. And it was an homage to Dixie Gooner, who had taken a similar photo. So I thought I'd like to...
Jerry said it's a little tough hearing you guys.
Oh, is everyone having the problem hearing us? Maybe, might be we're too far away, or... We haven't got any sound. It's just coming through the iPhone, so... I hope everyone can hear us. Sorry if you can't hear us. Might be glitching. Does it look like it's glitching on the screen?
No.
But yeah, no, so we found the underwater caches.
Yep, so they're done.
We've done a few other extreme caches this year. We've done some caves and some trees, and I can't claim to be too brave with the trees. I don't have no problem going underground or in water or anything like that, but I'm not very...
You are a bit quiet. Talk louder.
I wonder if it's my
Talk
phone.
louder.
Outdoor voices.
Nobody's ever told me to talk quieter in my life. I wonder if it might be because the lead's plugged in, and that might be where the microphone is. Sorry if we're quiet, everybody. It's not a problem we've normally had. Certainly not
I
me.
can hear you well, and I've connected you to the TV, says Isaac.
Oh well, maybe it could be my device, could be your devices. I'm sorry. I'll try and be as clear as I.
Amanda's put still sounding like you're in the loo, echoing.
It might be echoey. I think it's because the room's quite empty, is it? Maybe
Yeah.
we turn the telly off.
Lisa and Jane have put, I can hear you, no problem.
Oh, so it seems to be
Bit selective though.
selective. Sorry.
Neil Humpers, evening all.
Evening, Neil.
Hi Neil.
Lisa, but I have headphones
one.
in.
What should we talk?
Let's have a look. We've gone through all these. We've done that one, that one, that one, that one,
Okay,
that one, that
can
one.
hear you okay.
So we've gone through all the caches we wanted to mention. We've gone through that. So any topics on here we've missed that you can see?
I know there's several of the watchers quite enjoy first to find.
Yes,
We know that.
we know. FTFs are not the be all and end all, but I think if you embrace FTFs, you do get more out of geocaching. It does give you that extra
It's the extra thrill.
It does give you a
Isaac
thrill.
put two in me.
In
Well,
particular you.
Isaac, Lisa,
Okay, LOL.
I think Kay and Neil like an FTF, don't they?
They
Certainly
do.
did,
Lisa,
certainly did
really?
when they were up here. Yeah, so FTFs, that was something we did
The
want to.
carrot that's very friendly, she does like an
Yes,
FTF.
a friendly carrot who likes an FTF. So, yeah. Even Mr. and Mrs. CH have been known to. And Ed.
Join in the
There's quite
game.
in fact, most of the people watching that I know are fan of an FTF.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of an FTF, or I never knew I was a fan of an FTF, till I started caching with my good friend, Mr. ChudleighTraveller.
I like an FTF.
You like an FTF.
Well, I like the thrill of an FTF, whether on first find or not is one of those sort of side things.
Well, prior to the start of the year, I had found 30 FTFs in my in my 3.5 years of caching. I found 30 FTFs. This year alone, I found 83. So that does tell you something about the.
There's even a threat to me now. That's the problem.
Neil put few and far between here at the moment. James put, I was 4 minutes late from FTS today, haha. But got one Thursday and a joint one with
Jane said that, did she? That's the one.
You guys
Croft,
straight after.
something Croft Court or something Croft
Mm.
down Topsham. No, down Topsham, down St Thomas way.
Good Thomas.
I was in Cobblestone when that went live. Otherwise, I'd have been.
I was going to
racing
go for it.
Amanda put Tan T Tan.
Turn T turn.
Yeah, Tan T E Tan. Dot 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 dot.
Dot.
There's a misspell there.
I don't know what that means.
Neil's put, but do like them when we can.
Well,
Mrs.
Neil, I did
CH.
see that the War Memorial went live down in your area, and I did see you got the FTF, and I must admit, in the interim of it going live and you claiming the FTF, I did think, I think I know who's going to be doing that one. So I'm glad that there was at least one.
Mr. CH, only when you aren't around.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Put, it's all Roy's fault.
Yeah,
Oh,
blame Roy.
Always my fault.
Masters has put, I'm not a fan of FTS, too lazy.
Fair enough.
No, that's right. You don't have to do it
Not
for
it's
everybody.
different strokes for different
Yeah.
folks, isn't it?
Gary put, a few years ago there used to be a bunch of caches published all the time, but now it's lucky to be 1 or 2 a month in my general area.
It does seem to
We've-
be slowing down
we've seen it.
everywhere.
Big decline
It definitely has been.
in the amount of caches being published in this area
Yeah, I think the.
compared with 12 months ago, for
Well, I think
example.
just think that there's not enough room anymore. Yeah, saturation of
Well,
caches.
Not only that,
is-
the cache places have got so many caches to maintain already.
Yeah, there is that.
You can't. It's hard to keep continuing to place caches.
Another thing is, it does seem as though a lot more caches are being intentionally or unintentionally, I wouldn't like to say, but a lot more caches seem to be getting broken or, you know, I had a spate of about 5 in 1 week where they all were missing or needed replace, you know, something that was cracked or broken, and they were caches that I did regularly visit, and one in particular, I visited. It was empty of swag, so I went in, I filled it back up with swag, left it. Nobody had found it. I went back just to check on it. It was empty again, so no caches had found it. So it must have been muggles had found it, took the toys out. I then refilled it again, and then it got emptied again. So I just thought, well, I'm not going to put no more swag in it. And then the cache itself disappeared. So that was the Captain America.
The all and end all, and
So that was the end of that. I just thought, well, I'm not going to.
Jerry
can't keep replacing it.
Dan, so right, not a lot of space, so many micros in my area too.
Yeah, that's.
Dave Johnson, do you think a joint FTF is the same as a sole FTF?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
And then Lucy's put good question, Dave.
I do.
That is a good question.
I do think it is though, because I think if you're out with 3 or 4 of your friends, and let's take the FTF out of it. If you went out in a group of 4, and only one of you found the cache, would you all log it, or would only one of you log it? You'd all log it, right? So that, surely that means that you would all be FTF. I mean, no more sweets.
Why is that a thing?
No, thank you. I'm watching the figure.
I'm not.
Yeah, I think it is. I think if you're in it, because if a family goes out and one of them finds an FTF, the whole family is the FTF.
Yeah.
You know, Sam's got just as many FTFs as I've got, and you haven't been there for most of them.
I think I found 2.
So there you go. So you still
Well, I'd quite happily claim FTF if I'm turning up to a cache with you.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, because
That's how I play- that's how I play it.
One on my own for my streak.
I like to get them on my own as well. Doesn't happen very often because we are normally out together, but I have got FTFs on my own. But likewise, I've been in a group of 5 or 6 people. We've all claimed
Yeah.
FTF.
I got a front
I can see the.
on my own.
You did. Well, you and Lewis.
It was at the top of our road today.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best caches in Exeter, sign 33, if you're interested. I haven't got the GC code for that, but you'll find it.
And then someone on a moped got the bottom of it.
Yeah. Smurfy Biker. Not Smurfy Biker.
I wanted those.
Right, yeah, so FTFs. Love them or hate them, they are a part of the game. I mean, they're not a recognised part of the game, but there's no prizes for getting them, but it adds an extra layer.
another little thrill, isn't it?
If people don't like any type of cache, if you don't like FTFs, just don't go for them. There's puzzles I can't solve, I don't go for them. There's tree climbs I can't get, I don't climb the tree.
You just said right.
Well, yeah, sometimes, but I can't. I mean, I'm not the most confident with heights, but I'll happily repay by going underwater or in a tunnel or any of those things. Just to win when it comes to. I'll put my hand in a nest of spiders. But I won't climb up a step ladder because I'm scared of breaking my neck. But no. So yeah, so I think that's. I think we've gone through a nice range of subject there. Anything else you'd like to?
Any other questions?
Anything you'd like to ask us?
Please just put sign 33 and then put the GC code up.
Actually,
Yeah.
bless her. I'll tell you what then. What's your worst? Let's go. Let's flip it. What's the worst cache type? What type of cache don't you like finding?
Oh.
I know some people don't like the puzzles. Can't do them. Some people don't like Where I Go. Some people don't like. I don't like earth caches very much. I'm sorry. I know some people love them. I'm just not a great fan of earth caches. I like seeing the geological feature.
Amanda's put Earth Cache.
I wouldn't say I've got a worst cache type because I do. Okay. A traditional cache, if I could, I would probably not go for those.
Right.
I obviously can't because
You never find the caches.
the majority of caches around are trads.
Yeah.
That's not saying trads are bad
No.
because they're not.
But they're your least favourite. You.
You could a lot of trads around can be drive-bys.
Yeah.
which for me, okay, they serve a purpose. They may not necessarily be what I'm looking for all the time.
Yeah.
Which sometimes I will pass a cash and dash and I will pick it up and sign it. In other scenarios as well, some trads can take you to wonderful places where you've got a long walk for maybe 1 or 2 caches in a nice location,
Yeah.
big size container. So it's, I can't say that they're my worst.
Well,
It's
let me say this. We found a.
I like puzzles, letterboxes, multis, virtuals.
Yeah. Where I goes.
They're all sort of up on
Events.
top
I love
of my
events.
list.
Yeah. Yeah. So least favourite is not slurring or
No.
dissing. It's just that other cache types are better in. If you were to order them, that may be lowest, but it
Mr.
doesn't
and
mean.
Mrs. CH put Roy's Puzzles, LOL. Lisa's put, my least favourite is traditional, probably, but any cache type can be done well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I'll do ECs, but don't really enjoy them.
Yeah, I'll do ECs. They're not my favourite. I would say I dislike them, but I do think they serve a purpose. I wouldn't want them struck off or anything like that. But I do them grudgingly, I'll probably say. I
really enjoy that.
up until recently, I did enjoy an Earth cache, but I've had some bad
experience.
This year's probably been my worst. I did find an Earth cache from 15 miles away, or 16 miles away. That's a long story. I didn't claim it. But, yeah.
Dave Johnson put Mega Event and Roy Puzzles.
What, he doesn't like megas? Oh, I love a mega.
Colin Manson put Nanos in the countryside. Rarely see the point of these.
Yeah.
Agree.
I agree.
Dave Johnson then put Love Earth caches. So informative. Kate,
That's what I like about them.
Sometimes they are. Sometimes it's the same old, same old.
Yeah, it is. It can be, but it's still.
They make you, I suppose they do make you stop and think.
They do, yeah.
I don't hate them. I won't say I hate them, but I mean, I would. If I went a year and I didn't find a single Earth cache, I don't think I'd cry about it.
Okay, but I think it's more about where they are hidden rather than the type.
That's quite true.
That's probably what I was trying to.
I rarely find a bad multi. The reason I like a multi is because I feel like I've earned me smiling.
Well, quite often with a multi, it's not about what you're finding at the end of it, is it?
No.
It's
the journey.
It's the journey. So that could be a micro at the end of it, which quite often it could be with choke micros, for example.
Yeah.
But you're visiting something else. So it's about the journey.
Nobody asked you.
I like the ones that I can drive and put my hand up.
Tell you what I would like to talk about actually, while we're talking about types and things.
Some multis are a letdown at the end. Okay.
Some are, but
multis are my favourite too.
good. Correct. That's the right answer. I'm not sure it was a multi or it was a puzzle, but your 3000 Snakes and Ladders.
That was actually a trad.
Is it trad? Okay, so right. This will flip.
And
this will flip on its head.
This is what we were talking about.
So this was a good
trad.
This was a good trad.
Yeah, and it was. I selected this trad for my 3000 for. I've heard about it from a lot of people who recommended this particular cache as a fabulous cache.
However, it was a very eventful cache.
And it was good.
Probably went there at the wrong time.
Probably don't want to say too much about it.
No.
For any of the local people who haven't done it. But it's a gadget cache.
Yes.
And I'll just say it was snowing. It was thick snow when we did it. And it's probably not the best weather to do it in.
No.
For what you need.
Yes. It certainly caused an extra problem, which people who visited it when there wasn't snow probably wouldn't have had so much of a problem.
Mr. and Mrs. CH said we did love Snakes and Ladders.
Yes. Fabulous cache.
But a
lot of time and effort's gone into creating that cache.
I don't think it's too much of a giveaway if I said that you probably didn't have to drag a bookcase off of what looked like a bonfire to access part of the cache, because you probably found what was buried in the snow. Obviously, wouldn't have been in the snow. But then once we'd opened the gadget cache that needed opening, it was a good. The inside of the cache was great.
Fabulous, yeah.
Really well done. And then we came to go home,
And
we didn't go anywhere.
well, we were there for probably half an hour
We were
trying to
there
sort
for
out
half
this
an hour,
cache,
yeah.
by which it was still snowing.
Still snowing.
So then the car's stuck in the snow.
When we had fun trying to get the car out of the snow. At one point it did look like we weren't going anywhere, but we managed to
Eventually get out.
got the guns out and got the car moving.
Ed put FTF for Primitive Chase.
Yes.
And I
Agreed.
just put Snakes and Ladders was fab.
Yeah.
Miss Mystic put we did wonder how you did it as we read your log.
Yeah. we found a bookcase, Mr. and Mrs. C. We found a bookcase.
Say no more.
Say no more. What could you use a bookcase for? There you go. We did.
And we didn't have any books on us that
We didn't
day.
have any books. So yeah, so that's how we did it. But it was good fun. Yeah. In fact, it's the first time this year was the first time I've been caching in the snow, and that just adds a whole another layer to it because
Yeah.
everything's cold, everything's hidden
Covered.
by snow, everything's nanos are frozen shut. It was a new way of caching for me anyway. I hadn't. It was but fun.
Fun. I wouldn't want to do it on a daily basis.
No, I wouldn't want to do it every day.
No.
Of course, there are some people that live. In fact, you know, there's a webcam in Antarctica that hasn't been still got an FTF up for grabs. So there's a webcam. But,
See you soon.
yeah. And I'm expecting Martin Baggs to go for that one soon. So, Shiggity. He's done a lot of countries. I'm still on one. I've done one country. In fact, that's another thing. Talking about what we'd like, you know, plans and goals. I'd like to get another country souvenir. I don't care which country.
I do. You need to come hot, so I can be poolside with a cocktail while you go off finding your little Tupperware.
So you want to go somewhere? You want to go somewhere hot?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to Syria.
Isles of Scilly were quite hot this year. Might be next
Yeah,
year.
it was hot here. It was hotter here than it was in.
Really?
Right. So I think we're just about ready to wrap up in a minute.
Yeah.
I think we've gone through everything we wanted to talk about. Is there anything anyone else wants to talk about? Anything you can think of that you'd like to talk about your year in caching? Anything you've done, you haven't done? Anything you'd like to do? Apologies for my wind. The year's not over yet, so if you've got any goals, you've still got 20 days, 21
Ish.
days, 22 days to complete them. So I think the best way to do is break it down into chunks, do it bit by bit, as per the 13 steps that we did, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't try and do too much too quickly. Yeah, so congratulations to Rich F for winning the thingy. Thank you very much to ChudleighTraveller for joining me.
Thank you.
Hopefully everyone's enjoyed this. We may do this again sometime. So that was our year in 2018. See most of you this side of the year. Hopefully see all of you in 2019.
Okay, so it's been great listening to you guys. Really kindled my mojo.
Oh, good.
Thank
Lost it a
you.
bit this year, as the area is very different.
Well, if you ever
I have had a
fancy,
look at the caching map up there, and yeah, I'd agree. It's very different. from
well, if
this
you ever
area.
fancy a day's cash in, give us a shout, and if you can get to us or we can get to you or something, we'll try and
We'll do that.
take you out for a day, and we'll be nice to see you and Neil again. Get some caches none of us have got. Clear in the area.
Yeah.
That'll be good fun. Right. I think it's time to say goodbye. Thank
Bye
you
for
for
now.
joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in the future. I'm going to have to come close to you now to try. This is the fun bit. Nobody ever knows how to stop these. Right. Ciao for now.
Bye.
Bye.
And then we'll do that 10 minutes.